paying the lawsuit to the parents.
Oh,
Well, I was in charge of
this
the
nigga
company.
let the cat out the hat.
They did
Damn.
sue us,
Damn. Well, that's why you
or
waste
was
on
planning on suing us. I forget how long ago, but they got paid out, and that's why Suge sent them home and said, "I think you need to go and be with your mother for a little while." And it was mainly because Kurupt was a major alcoholic back then. You'd see Kurupt at 10 o'clock in the daytime, and he had a bottle of Hennessy in his hand. So yeah, that's what happened with Kurupt. Now,
That's crazy.
he did come back, and this is how he came back. Kurupt was always, he sued. Kurupt was the smart one. He got with some guys from Philadelphia when he was at home, and they sued deathrow. Oh no, he filed bankruptcy. He filed BK. And I guess when you file bankruptcy or BK, all contracts get dissolved. And our case went away. Our rights to him went away. Now, Kurupt also caused us another problem. It wasn't his fault. This is not his fault at all. But we had to pay out a judgment where this guy's from 60 Crips named the Broomfields, Lamont Broomfield and his brother Kenny Broomfield, sued us because they said that they had his rights when he was a juvenile. And Johnny Cochran dropped the ball on this. He didn't take the paperwork to get filed. And that's why Johnny Cochran owed this shit and did get filed. They did the paperwork and the contracts, but it didn't get certified by the courts. Because when you're a juvenile, most of y'all don't know, the courts have to sign off on the agreement for any contracts that's done for anyone under the age of 18. And these guys came back and tried to say that they had him under contract and therefore took it from them. And I'll get into this later. That's the reason why we changed the name of our record company. But so we got a judgment for like $10 million. We were like, whoa, $10 million. The judge ended up dropping it to $4 million. And, everybody said Reggie always doing a bad job. And guess what Reggie came up with for death row at that time? I had to mortgage the building and put a loan on the building and get some money. I had only $1.5 million loan on it, but I got it up to $3.5 million. I had to go and to give me another $3 million advancement on an album. And that's when M part came around where, Reggie, I don't want to hear one word from you. You ain't gonna be taking no orders off that album. You ain't gonna be telling me this, telling me that. You gonna let us control this album. If I give you this money. I said, okay. So I raised like $8.5 million to go and file this appeal bond for Kurupt judgment. Because y'all don't know, when you file an appeal bond, you got to have 1.5 times the amount to file an appeal on something. And so we did that. And but then your question was, when did Kurupt come back? He was at a radio station, 92.3 The Beat. Probably was up there with our boy that we did an interview with recently, Julio G, because that was his show. And he was up there. So, I heard him on the radio. She was like, go up there and get him and bring him to the office. So me and probably Trey or Buntry or somebody, forget who was with me, we went up to the radio station, which was right down the street. Actually, right down the street from where Biggie where he got killed. They was in a radio station there on Wilshire. Went and got him. It was might wasn't a beat, might was Power. Anyway, one of those record stations. Pulled him. Now that I think about it, it might have been with Big Boy and Power. But anyway, got him out of the station. Took him straight up to to the office. And shit, Kurupt and Suge was back connected um, up until the point they did their album together. That's when Kurupt and Dad started dissing each other on record. And Kurupt did that interview that's been showing lately with Nina and Crooked Eye and Suge and on 106 in Park. From that time on, he was with us, and until probably about 2005, 2006. And then Suge always had a little respect for him because when he said Simon's behind the wall,
That's crazy.
Locked Behind the Wall on that song he did Behind the Wall for the soundtrack to Oz, he was throwing a shout out to Big Suge on that. And so I think Suge kind of respected and liked that Kurupt did that. And so that was the incident with Kurupt. Like Kurupt. I like Kurupt, even though I just told this little story. Y'all be like, but I
like
just
Kurupt too.
set
But
the record straight, put things out.
now
And
hearing all this,
I tell my good, I tell my bad. That's Reggie. Don't.
Man, what the fuck? This nigga Kurupt is a fucking
that's
pedophile.
crazy.
Nigga was fucking on a 14-year-old.
That's fucking
That
crazy.
nigga sick as fuck. That nigga put his dick in a
Hey,
child.
yo,
That
say it
nigga's
ain't so, nigga.
that nigga's a
Man,
sicko,
I
bro.
can't
Fuck
believe
out of
Yo,
here. That nigga's
that's
sick,
crazy.
bro.
Reggie
I'm
knows
throwing
about
away.
hard, nigga. I gotta bang that
it.
shit, nigga.
Damn.
But
I'm
it's the
not.
fact. It's the fact how he
That nigga
said
been
this is
banging
what they
kids.
do.
I'm not
Yeah.
banging none of his music on
But
beat.
Yo,
Fuck that. That nigga's
yeah.
banging
what he
14-year-old.
said, time that's
That's what
crazy. Like this
they
wasn't the first
do,
time.
nigga?
That R. Kelly
Hey,
shit.
Then he
That's what.
no,
said,
what,
hey,
That he
Hey,
was
what's
hey,
up?
crazy.
bro said he was drunk, so that nigga probably was
they
drunk,
all
took
do it.
advantage of the shit. Still need to get beat up, though.
Not even since
Nah,
Nah,
Foxy
ain't
ain't
Brown
nah.
nah.
died.
He
That's
was
not what
like
it
he was
is.
like
Gonna do
23 at
it.
the time.
I drink all the time, nigga.
He
He had a
The
girl.
way
He
he
had a
said it,
girlfriend, nigga. He had a
he
14-year-old
said this is
girlfriend,
what
nigga.
they
That he was
Nah,
do.
we
fucking
Like
on the
can't
they
blame
low.
alcohol on this shit.
he
Nah,
said this what they do. Like
I'm
they
fucking
do it on a
disgusted on
regular,
this
bro.
shit,
hold on,
bro.
man.
Nah,
Let
that
me
ain't the
see it, bro.
alcohol.
That nigga had a 14-year-old girlfriend. He ain't that ain't
He's a girlfriend, and he still went and got a 14-year-old. Then the guy said this is what they do.
shout
Like
out
they
to
do this
Mika.
all the time. This
Bro,
ain't
they
no
said that
drunk
he was
shit.
fucking on Foxy Brown when she was 16, man. What's up with that? He fucking
no.
16-year-old?
Hey, every time you
What's
bring
up
up
with
Foxy
that?
I can
Brown,
believe that.
I'm thinking of
That
DMX.
shit
So
weird.
they was hitting the same
That's
time.
crazy.
Right, that's his mo.
Man,
Yeah,
nah, we
protect
ain't
your
going for
kids, bro.
Like, hold
we
on,
not
wasn't
going for
DMX
none of that, bro.
Party
That's
was
out,
that.
bro. A
wasn't DMX hitting the
14-year-old,
same time he was
16-year-old.
hitting?
Nah, he wasn't, bro. He fucked with Foxy Brown after she was 18, bro. That was
Yo,
after,
let me
bro.
see. That's 1990s. Corrupt, what, 50 years old?
Let me look it up right now.
Corrupt
Corrupt
50.
say.
Yeah,
Cause I remember that nigga made a whole diss
Wait,
for her,
they
20
all
called her
they
know
out
all
who the
do it.
name.
22
girl was
minus
though?
1990.
So
Was
he
that
taking
5 or
pictures with these
6?
little kids and looking at them like that.
So
That's
Corrupt
crazy.
is 49 right now. He turned 50 in November.
All right, so 50. So what was that, 1990 what?
That nigga
Let's see.
Scorpio.
Reggie, what year was
95?
that, Reggie?
96, 1996.
1996
From
minus
49, so what was that,
2022.
23?
27 years, 50.
I
20,
think it's
nigga was
23.
22. 22 years old and 14. Yeah, that's 8. Yeah,
Because
that ain't
Foxy
close.
Brown is only 43 right now.
Foxy Brown,
She
6 years
43.
younger than him. Hell yeah, Reese. Come on.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Some weird shit going on with Corrupt, bro.
Hey, let me say this to the young lady that said I said they do it all the time. What I meant by that was I'm talking about when they go to events, the artists pull females. I misspoke there. When it come across like I said, they pull your girls there all the time. I was talking about events when they go and do promotional things after school. I just read something for those of y'all don't believe me that think I'm misspeaking or lying. Y'all just pull it up. Y'all see that Dad spoke on it when they were arguing in 2003. He kind of try to make a joke about it now and saying, "Yeah, we did it with a 14-year-old girl and all of that, but I did it to her sister and the mama and
Oh
all of
wow.
that." Holly try to clean it up now, but Dad did a diss song about it, and he also he talked about it when they were warring back in 2003 when Kurupt was back over at Death Row because he was disappointed and upset with Kurupt about
Do you
that.
know the name of the diss
Um,
song that Daz did?
it was in one of the songs that, but I'm sure you put it in the internet, it'll come up because I just put something in it just to try to find some stuff, and that's when it came up about the Wu Tang thing and the article that Daz did. But trust me, I'm not the first one to spoke on this. It's been out there. It happened. We paid money.
Reggie,
That
Reggie,
go
you
ahead.
mean to tell me this been out there? Why haven't I heard it?
What is that?
Uh,
Whack 100 talking? Let me.
Oh
Is that
shit!
is that
what
Whack?
do you mean? What do you mean it's been out there? What?
Whack,
I'm
come on.
confused.
Whack ain't keeping it real. Whack got
And you
relationships, and
was
I
you
ain't
was
gonna mess
around
up the
that shit,
relationship.
Reggie, and you ain't say nothing back
Wait a
then.
minute. Let me just say this. Whack out there, he got relationships, but Whack, you know, Suge told you about this. I know you
And you
know.
knew that
You
shit.
know what
Damn,
this is
homie.
for.
Yeah, wait. All right,
Damn,
well
don't do
listen,
it like
Red.
that. Oh
Hey,
man.
Hey,
Red,
But
you know,
hold on.
Corrupt was
okay,
on the app not so long
Wait.
ago
Hey,
too.
Red, hold
Yeah,
on.
he
Let
was
me ask you a
recently up
question,
here.
Red.
That's a fact.
Hey, hold on though, Reg.
go ahead.
Cause see, you didn't open a
I
can
didn't
of
mean to
worms.
put you out there like
You
that,
didn't,
Whack.
didn't open a can of worms, right? Fuck it, it is
So
what it
Reggie's
is,
here.
right? So,
Okay.
so
The man that
you
witnessed
remember,
everything.
all y'all probably remember when the Tupac movie was getting done, and I said, well, Benny Boom, the only motherfucking Tupac I respect doing this movie right now. He don't really respect LT Hutton. Y'all remember that, right? So at this time, and Rez know this, LT, Corrupt, all them niggas live in the same apartment together. Pac knew about the shit and said fuck every nigga that fuck with the nigga, including the producers.
Oh shit.
Right?
Y'all wonder why
Wow.
Crow wasn't on many songs after that. Y'all
Hey,
tell me any song. Go ahead.
Oh, niggas know this whole time they like we
but
not fucking
Why
with
one
that
y'all
thing
think
nigga
I
he
can
go
Pac.
say
back to
about
Philly?
Pac wasn't fuck.
Hello.
Why he go? That's why he went back to
That's
Philly.
why he
Nigga
went
got
back
ran
to
up out of
Philly.
here.
That was in the height.
That's
Oh, niggas
Think
was
about
gonna
when
do
he went
something.
back to Philly,
Niggas
y'all.
was
Hey
gonna do
yo,
something
that's
bad to
hey
him. He
yo,
had to get
Reek.
the fuck up out of there.
Yo,
What's
Reek.
happening?
Now we know
What
what
up?
them dogs was pounding, man. That's fucked up.
Oh, not the
Hey,
dog
yeah,
pound.
hey,
That's
he
fucked
You let
sure
the
up.
ain't about to call
dogs.
those niggas
Hey,
cooking
hey,
pound.
Oh, man.
That's fucked
hey,
Oh
up,
man,
son.
what?
Dogs right there. Dog
Hey
pound.
Reggie.
I'm trying to figure out why Reggie stayed around. I'm trying
Hey
to figure
Yeah,
out
Reggie.
what's
yeah,
going
Reggie.
on.
What you
Yeah,
mean,
this
nigga?
shit
Reggie
crazy,
was
Reggie.
employed by Death
That nigga
Row,
was
nigga.
damage control, nigga.
Fuck
Hey,
you mean?
Wack,
Hey
Marcus Black
Reggie.
Nigga
just
was
pulled
making
up.
his money.
What'd you say?
Marcus Black just pulled up.
Marcus
Yeah.
Black.
Hey
Hey,
Hey,
Reggie,
listen,
did you know? Did
Marcus
you
Black.
did you ever ask them? Did you ever ask them
hey,
Wait.
why?
Wack. Hey, hey,
I
Uh,
hey,
just
hey,
sent
hey,
them an
hey,
invite.
Rican.
hey,
Hey, yo,
look.
Rican Wack. I
What
apologize. My
up?
therapist just walked in. She came a little bit earlier than I thought
All
she
right.
was going to come. I'll be gone for about 15, 20 minutes. If y'all still on, I'll come back. But I
All right,
apologize.
Oh
all
no,
right,
we
Apologize.
finna
all
be
right,
right here.
Go
all right.
ahead.
Okay.
Hey
All right.
man. Hey the
Hey,
I
hey,
ain't the
yeah.
one who bad